whatever, you got to get them all excited. They don't have a manager in this department yet. So until then, you are the managers, plural. Make sense? Mm-hmm. So again, to recap, besides doing the reactive TOs, you need to walk around and see if proactively, if you could insert yourself and add any value or help out. So that's the first thing I talked about, was the being part 2 or part B of the internet team. Basically perpetuating the momentum that the coordinators create, handling the appointments when they come in. Now, if you're not in front of a prospect doing a product presentation, demo drive, or delivery, then what I want you to do is do the TOs both proactively and reactively. One thing that I talk to management about, and it's very important that you listen to this, is that you have to do instantaneous TOs. As per J.D. Power, you only have an 11 to 14% connection rate, which means that it's so hard to get someone on the phone. So if they need help, and they're like, and they got a customer worksheet, and you're not available, what are you doing? It's like you're deep sea fishing, like I gave the analogy yesterday, but you weren't here, and you throw the line in, and you've got a big marlin on your hook, and you're in the chair, you unstrap yourself, and you're like, oh my gosh, I got nobody there to scoop the fish over the boat. So you say, Mr. Fish, you stay right there, I'll be right back. And you leave the pole there, you go downstairs to the cabin, you reach out, you get your big net, and you go to your line and hope the fish is still stuck there. Do you see what I'm saying? Or you hope that, if he did get off the hook, after you got your net, you get him back the second time around. Follow me one more time. Let me get a little closer to this. You don't have to zoom in. I'm going to zoom up. You don't have to zoom in. I'm going to zoom up. It does not make any sense to me if the hardest part of this job is getting somebody on the phone, and you've got them on the phone, and they're interested in buying a vehicle, but you just let them go for your convenience for when you're available to call them back. So again, you guys need to stop that. One, and if you guys are really, literally building something, you're with somebody, you can't do anything, there needs to be contingency, A through Z. You ladies need to be equipped, empowered, that if somebody can't talk to them right here, then you could go somewhere else. It's not acceptable after I leave here that we'll get back to them when we can. Right. Does that make sense? Yes. Now, the next part of this, and is also extremely important, is that you need to be coordinators as well. That means, like, if I were you, no disrespect, and I said this a long time ago, pretend that they didn't exist. Pretend that they did not exist. If I were you, I would pretend they didn't exist. I would just go, okay, let me get into those leads. Because what I would do is I would do exactly their job. I would pound the phones, phone call, phone call, phone call, phone call, and I would make as many appointments as I could. Because on top of all the appointments that I'm making, guess what? They do exist. And they're going to be feeding you appointments as well. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm.